We've had an amazing weekend of football action, and
I don't know about amazing, Randy.
well, it's been amazing, and we also have some temporary Good Sport 49er fans. That and more next on Good Sports. We have had a crazy weekend. I am shocked at my team and what happened, but I do appreciate we do have good sports here, and I appreciate that. Cameron, who we don't have a camera on him, but he is wearing a beautiful Brock Purdy jersey, and Trent is wearing a throwback Joe Montana jersey. And I know it's not necessarily what you guys want to do, but I do appreciate it. I wanted to first start off Trent and Cameron. Thank you guys for being good sports. I do appreciate it. It's hard.
Could you really go on air at Good Sports if you weren't a good sport?
well, you guys did good. We did wait a couple days between the games, so there's a little bit of stuff in there. But Trent, how are you feeling? It's as we're recording this, it's a couple days past, so this will post on Wednesday.
Well,
how are
Randy,
you feeling, and how did you feel about the game?
I was contemplating the taste of lead for a second, but right around the time that I was doing that, I got a call from a friend.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. And he said, "Put the gun down."
That's a good friend.
He said, "Put the gun down,
Yes,
Trent."
yes.
And I did.
Well, that's good.
So I'm here today.
That's good. I know.
Actually, no, this actually did happen. Not that I had a gun.
What?
But I
This is a different therapy session.
I was in like the saddest part of my
It's
life.
hard.
And JP called me and he was like, "Put the gun down, Trent." And I was like, all right.
Oh my
All right,
goodness. Well, it is hard. Here's the thing that I can say for both you guys. You guys have Super Bowl rings. And that is, we won a first round of a playoff game, and we've won some big games. We haven't won the Super Bowl. So obviously the Chiefs had a mini dynasty there, and they're still going, right?
Yeah.
You know, obviously you get Patrick back and stuff, and so it might be a little while, but
Are you actually going to get him back?
he's not done. Who? No, I'm talking about Mahomes next year.
Oh,
I'm saying going
sorry.
forward. And then the Eagles, they've been very successful the last several years. You've been in the Super Bowl a couple times, won a ring. So I have a lot of respect for what you guys have done. The 49ers have been there too. We just come up short each time. But this game was crazy. And I wanted to get your take, Trent, first about what your thoughts were of the game. You know, the entire game or whatnot. How did you feel? Would you like? Would you not like so much?
You know what's
And,
crazy?
Where are you at?
Is I went as a fan watching the game, I kept on thinking, man, we're doing everything right. Like we kept on going back to the run,
Yeah.
and the run was working.
Oh yeah, we can't.
And if you would have told me that going into that game, we held Christian McCaffrey to probably his season low for the year, and we ran the ball at an elite pace, I would have told you that's the easiest win the Eagles ever got.
And you won the turnover battle.
And we won the turnover battle. You know how hard it is
home.
to lose when you win the turnover battle?
I know, by 2. Yeah.
If you would have told me all that
Yeah.
before the game,
Yeah.
it's not even close. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm like, well, that's good. We won the game.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, I just felt like, I don't know. I felt like Jalen made the throws that he needed to make to win the game. That's the sad truth. Is I think what's really hard is walking away from that game. Yeah, there wasn't those 50-yard bombs for a score, or Saquon breaks a run for 50 yards. I feel like if you go into a game and you win the turnover battle, you run the ball well, and you play great run defense, that's almost always a guarantee. So I'm walking away from the game going,
How did this happen?
I'm going, how did this happen? How is this the outcome?
Yeah.
And I actually felt really solid the whole time through, you know, like, not that I felt good about going into the fourth quarter trailing.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't great. But, like, overall, just like I said, when I look back at what we were doing, I felt really good about it.
Yeah.
2 interceptions. I mean, I don't know. I look back, and first of all, Jake Elliott, who's been our kicker for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
He's got 2 Super Bowl rings under him. He was the highest field goal percentage in the NFL for playoffs of all time for kickers. And he's been really good for us. But I mean, to miss an extra point in a game like this, I told Craig when he first missed it, not that it made a difference with the final score with what we had, but
no, there's a psychological difference though.
Yeah.
Because when the 49ers went down and scored right off the bat, that's the recipe for the 49ers was going to be score right away.
Yeah.
They could not score and then have that Eagles defense in their mind. So that made a huge difference. And then you guys went right down and scored.
yeah.
And then that you missed the extra point, there was like a little bit of okay, we have an advantage now because you guys were going to get it first in the second half. So it was, and the 49ers did miss an extra point at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But there's in these football games, this is why I hate how people overreact all the time. And major things happen. Sometimes there needs to be change. But football games come down to usually there was a few key points.
Yeah.
I would have rather lost the game and not lost our tight end.
Yeah.
Kittle was depressing.
Is that going to be a next year thing too?
He won't come back. I don't think he'll come back till December of next year.
Oh, that's so long.
It's terrible.
It's hard
It's
to win.
utterly. I would give him 11 months off. That's what I would do. I'd give him an extra month. That you can come back 9 months, but he's 32.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he's not a running back or a receiver or a DB. Those are harder, the quicker turns. So I think you can get him back blocking, but I was just so depressed. The very next play, Purdy had a dime he threw to Jennings for like 35 yards. That was like over and through. And that I think got the 49ers going, okay, we have hope because if they would have gone 3 and out, I think we'd have lost by 20.
Yeah.
Because it was so devastating. That was the very next play. That play, you guys had a couple drops. A.J. Brown.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hard thing is a lot of people are going to get on about, I mean, they're just going to say Jalen Hurts was the problem. And what's hard is like, if A.J. makes, I mean, two out of those 3 catches.
Could be touchdowns, drives.
He had the greatest drop catch rate in the NFL last year.
Yeah.
And he's been that way almost his whole career.
Yeah.
If he at least catches 2 out of those 3.
Yeah.
And one of them was an obvious alligator arm.
Yeah.
Like one of them was an obvious, I knew I was going to get hit, so I put my arms back in the pocket.
Yeah, he's got something going on.
Yeah.
I think mentally he's emotionally not in it.
Yeah.
And I think it's a challenge for him because he was not the same guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Getting away from AJ, there was a couple drop passes by Dallas Goedert, not as big as plays. There was a crucial pass to Devontae Smith that he dropped. Devontae, I mean, the guy never drops a ball, even if he only has one hand.
You're talking about in the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been at the 5-yard line or 7-yard line.
This game just looks a lot different if those catches are made.
Yep.
And I think what's hard is you walk away and you're like, okay, we ran the ball well. We defended the run well. Our special teams did pretty well, except for the missed extra point.
Yeah.
We passed the ball well. The only thing you can walk away from that game and be upset about at that point, if you make those catches, is the fact that we allowed as many passing yards as we did.
Right.
That's the only thing, I think. I mean, would you agree, Cam?
Yeah, I mean, it was a game in which I didn't expect either team to play good, and then both teams
met your expectations.
Well, they met my expectations, but then both teams made mistakes that I wasn't surprised by. Like I wasn't surprised that the 49ers defense sucked and could barely stop the ball. Yeah. And then I also wasn't surprised that the Eagles wide receiver court fell apart. Because when you have 2 players like A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith that both want to be wide receiver 1s and in my opinion, neither play at a wide receiver 1 level, you then run into problems with coaching, which we saw with AJ Brown and Sirianni sitting there yelling at each other towards the end of the game,
Yeah.
which is just great for team morale. Really, really boosts,
Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I think
If
Nick Sirianni
one is gonna go.
Oh, well, yeah, for sure. Listen, I'm just going to
I think
reflect.
for the
I'm going to
betterment of your
reflect.
team,
There
maybe
was
both should go.
there was in the fourth quarter a really important post route. AJ Brown. This is not one that was on the fingertips. This is not one that he alligator arms because he's getting hit. This is I'm running my route. This is a usual routine catch post route. And he just flat out dropped it. And what's really hard for me as an Eagles fan that I'm struggling with mentally is Alshon Jeffrey against the Chicago Bears in the playoffs dropped almost the exact same pass. And then he never played football again, really. I mean, he was like, we released him. Now, this isn't going to happen to AJ.
Yeah.
He's not going to get released, and no one's not going to pick him up. But we released Alshon, and I don't even think he played football after that.
Wow.
He might have been on a practice team.
Yeah.
But it was like,
That was it.
from before that, though, Alshon Jeffrey was the number one wide receiver for the Eagles for like 3 or 4 years. And he was a stud. I mean, people were saying he was a top 10, maybe in the fringe top 5 wide receiver in the league.
Yeah.
And he didn't play after that.
Yeah.
When I watched that happen, I just thought, man, I love A.J. Brown. I got an A.J. Brown jersey. I love what he stands for when it comes to mental health.
Yeah.
I think he has been misunderstood a lot of times in the media. I think he's a competitor. He wants to win. I think when him and Sirianni are going at it against each other, I think a lot of times it revolves around two competitors butting heads. And at the end of the day, like when competitors get done playing their game, they go and they hang out with each other, right?
People that when you win, people forget. Do you remember? It was a year ago. It was Kelsey and Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Kelsey went right up to Andy Reid's face and was yelling. It happens.
Yeah.
Jennings this year and Shanahan. It does happen. Maybe not exactly like that, but there's similar. In the heat of the moment, it's how they recover.
Yeah.
Is how things go. The big stat, I think that was the difference. I think the 49ers, and we'll talk about this later, what they need to do against Seattle. 49ers were more aggressive and went for it. And they went to go win the game, and I think Philadelphia said, we're not going to lose the game. And I think they played too conservative. I think it's your OC was your huge problem.
Well, he's already gone.
He's gone, and I think that will really help. I would go get Mike McDaniel. Oh, man. That's what I would do.
If the Philadelphia Eagles get Mike McDaniel, I'm telling you right now, no matter who we get in free agency,
as long as you're
no
healthy,
matter who we draft,
your team.
We will be the number 1 pick for Super Bowl champions next year.
All right.
I agree.
No, I agree.
All
No,
right.
I'm not saying that I would say that.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not saying I would say that. I'm just saying Vegas odds will be Philadelphia Eagles to win the Super Bowl.
That's what they need.
I'm not saying I'm saying that.
Mike McDaniel,
That would be
I
my
don't,
expectation.
I don't think he's head coaching material.
No, but he's
But
one
from
of
a
the best.
schematic standpoint,
He's one of the best offense coordinators.
he's a
in the world.
genius on that. And I think that's what you guys need, because you guys went out there and you took our weakness and you gave us the opportunity to stay in a game. Jalen Hurts, they should have had planned runs for him. We couldn't have stopped him running.
No.
And the big stat was this. The 49ers, Brock Purdy threw for yards over 15, threw for 122 yards. You guys threw for 0.
Yeah.
And I know some of them were dropped, but it was just so conservative. They're like, he's so nervous of putting Hurts in a position to, and I think it's smart to play somewhat, but you got to go win the game sometimes too.
Yeah.
And if you look, Hurts had 25 yards until the final drive.
Yeah.
The final drive, he got him all the way down to the 20-yard line when they started throwing.
Yep.
So he got like 40 yards on the final drive. It's because they're like, all right, I guess we're going to have to throw. And he had success. You know, Hurts has been successful. We'll talk about Hurts and Purdy and quarterbacks a little bit later. But Hurts has been successful. The one difference was the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, it was tough. I was massively proud of our team. I love the stones that Purdy has. I don't know how long this is going to be able to continue. We lost 2 more starters. One of them is a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
We lost the safety Jair Brown is out, and he's going to be out for the playoffs.
If I had to make two critiques with the 49ers and what I saw as
We got way more critiques
I know, but
than
two critiques that should be easily fixed.
Okay, well, that's good.
First of all,
Yeah,
get Brian Robinson in the football game every once in a while.
yeah.
Get
I
him in the
agree
football
with
game.
you. I
Give him in the football
totally
game.
agree.
If Christian McCaffrey is not creating offense for you, don't be like the Eagles and only still play
He's
Saquon.
better
Take
right
the
now.
backup and rotate him a little bit. Listen,
Through
I
the
know it doesn't
tackles, he's
seem,
better.
I know it doesn't seem like
He's
even
bigger.
on paper it makes sense, or maybe to the
I
fan
think
it
it
doesn't make
does.
sense. But if you're gonna sit there and bang your head against the wall,
I
at least
totally
at
agree.
least change out the person you're banging against the wall.
Do you know he came in for one play?
I know.
And do you know what that play was? A quarterback sneak for Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was his, that's ridiculous.
My second critique.
I totally agree with that one.
I watched Brock Purdy
Mm-hmm.
in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
And you can ask Craig. I said these things, and I
Yeah.
specifically said them. I watched him throw some of the tightest window throws
Yeah.
I've ever seen a quarterback throw.
Yeah.
And I looked at Craig and I said, I promise you they come out and after halftime, there's going to be a defensive coordinator or defensive coach that comes to the cornerbacks and safeties and say, this is these tight window throws that Brock's throwing. Let me show you how he's doing it, and let me show you what it looks like. Because everyone thinks that they can throw the world's tightest window until eventually that window's too tight.
Oh, yeah.
And what happened in the second half? Quinyon Mitchell had 2 interceptions
Two. Yep.
based on the fact that Purdy thought, I can fit it
Yeah.
in there, and
Yeah.
he couldn't.
No.
So
yeah.
what I would say for Brock
He's got to
is
pick and choose.
you got to pick and choose.
Yeah,
And
he-
sometimes, man,
Yeah.
if it's not an open window,
Yeah.
just throw it away. Because guess what?
That-
it gets tighter and
that
tighter
is-
until you throw 2 interceptions.
That is Purdy's biggest weakness. But I love the fact that he went for it, and it was heavy wind, too. So tighter windows are even harder against wind. So you have to be smarter. That is Purdy's biggest weakness, is he goes for it.
Yep.
But at the end, he's
But
now...
that's it. That's
he-
all I got for you.
Well, thank you. But a terrible defense is another weakness.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, as much as you're probably
We didn't even
disappointed in your
touch
defense.
Hurts. We didn't even touch him.
Yeah.
His jersey, they didn't even have to wash it.
Yeah, I mean, as much as you're disappointed in your defense, what I saw was a defense that is full of a bunch of people trying to prove themselves.
I know.
And
That
I
is...
think I think like Jordan Mailata actually said this. He said that's really scary. He said the
you're
scariest
totally
person,
right.
The scariest person is the guy that doesn't know if he's gonna be able to feed his family.
So
next week.
so they're the linebackers, that's just it. They're playing for a future contract.
Yeah.
And they're totally healthy because they're not been playing. So they're like kamikaze all in. And so that is true. But anyway, so we'll see. We'll talk about the quarterback situation a little bit later. Let's talk about some of these other games. The Rams, I think everybody thought they were actually going to throttle the Panthers.
Yep.
And they are lucky that Puka is their best defensive cornerback because he saved Stafford.
yeah.
Absolutely saved him. Stafford threw a fourth quarter
I just feel like-
interception, and it was another one, and it was a duck. He threw a duck in great weather.
I feel like I've been saying this all year. I feel like a broken record, but that Rams secondary is awful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's awful.
Yep.
When Bryce Young goes out and just picks you apart,
Yeah.
no offense to Bryce Young,
Yeah.
he's still got a lot of room for growth. Okay. But when Bryce Young comes out and picks you apart,
Yeah.
it's saying something,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep.
And you look back and it's like, man, I mean, the only hope that the Rams had is that the defensive line gets there within 3 seconds. Otherwise, someone will be open.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not like the Panthers receiver corps is necessarily elite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're good.
Yeah.
I'd say they're probably better than good. They're definitely not great.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've been a broken record with this. Puka I think he's the most versatile weapon on any team in the NFL right now. I think
agree.
if you had to draft one player overall and you exclude quarterbacks, you're taking Puka Nacua
I
number
think
one
I
overall.
would too. Yeah, I would be from Jason. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I would agree with
It's
that.
either Puka or Jamar Chase
Yeah, from a receiver standpoint.
from a receiver standpoint,
I think there's
or like CMC. I mean, CMC would be up there.
yeah.
If
but
he's healthy, he's definitely up there.
I
I'm just saying. I mean,
Puka does everything.
He lines up outside the slot. He runs his routes through the tackles.
yeah
through the tackles.
He's tough,
Which is
great
insane.
hands, fast, and blocks. He does it all.
Yeah,
I would take him.
you
as
could
the
put
number
that
one.
kid at running back, and he'd probably get 1,000.
And then
yards.
Stafford also has the luxury of Devontae Adams off to the other side. So
Who is aging like fine wine.
yeah,
That guy,
he
I
just
mean,
inside the red zone.
you can
he's
tell
money
that
bags.
he was a wide receiver for Aaron Rodgers. I mean, if there's nothing that shows more respect for the NFL or Aaron Rodgers in general, is the way that Devontae Adams has aged. You can tell that he was around someone who had went from a young man who was just talented to a technician later in his age.
Yeah.
And you can tell Devontae Adams is becoming a technician.
What a find that they have. Cameron, I want to hear your thoughts of the Packers and the Bears. The Bears had a awesome comeback, which is what they do. Would you say, Trent, they call themselves the cardiac bears? It's not necessarily the best way to live long term, but they were down and out, and they should have been buried, and the Packers let them back in the game.
Should have been buried.
Yeah. So what do you think, Cameron?
I had full faith in the Bears the entire game.
You did. Didn't you have the Packers winning the game though? Oh, so you and I both picked the
I had
Bears.
the Bears winning.
He did
Okay.
pick the Bears.
So we both picked the Bears. Okay.
Yeah, I had the Bears winning.
All right.
You guys suck for that.
Yeah.
Which is funny because at the beginning of the season, I said that the Packers were going to be the best team in the NFL.
There was
They should have been.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
There's-
you
there's
put
zero
Micah
reason-
on that defense.
Well, there's zero
Yeah.
reason on paper that they're not a good team.
Yeah.
Like just name recognition and skill wise, they're up there.
Micah though,
talent-wise.
I'm still so confused.
Micah, I think, is not as good as people think.
isn't he the first, like in the first 5 years, nobody's ever got 12 or more sacks in his first 5 years.
Well,
That's a pretty good stat.
when you put it, I think it has to do with where he lines up on the ball.
Are you saying that more defenses are scheming him
Yes.
in? Yeah,
If
I mean,
he was just to play as a regular
he couldn't play in like a Miles Garrett.
as
only
just like a
plays on
regular
defensive
defensive end,
yeah.
he wouldn't get nearly as many
Yeah.
sacks. But because he plays like basically full blitz every play, like he's just coming off the edge all the time.
Yeah, they haven't a
Like-
very much hybrid rule.
You have a guy that can probably run like a 4.4
Yeah.
coming off the edge, beating a 420-pound lineman.
Yeah.
You know, it's not hard to just swim move or spin around a lineman. You know,
Yeah.
like when you're moving so much faster than he is, like of course you're gonna get around and get to the ball.
You know what's entertaining to me? I'm not saying I support and like exactly how things go, but LaFleur and Ben Johnson hate each other. The two coaches.
Did you see the
That-
picture of them shaking hands?
Yeah, that was-
LaFleur's just like got this like angry look on his face.
Ben Johnson didn't even
Johnson's
notice
like,
that he was there. Yeah, Ben Johnson. That is if you want a rivalry to I mean they already have a rivalry. That's a big. and Ben Johnson is like stoking the flame.
My favorite thing is that even though Aaron Rodgers isn't on the Packers,
He
he
stood
still
up.
had a first round exit, and the Bears are still going.
He stood up for LaFleur.
Of course he did.
in the playoff. That was interesting, but anyway, that was Caleb Williams. I'm just telling you right now, he's a great talent. I think he's going to be next year's Jaden Daniels. That I think is what's going to happen. I think he's won a lot of close games. I don't see, but he's winning now. In the end, he's definitely come through at the end. He had a spectacular, one of the better 4th and 8-10 plays. He threw it up and he threw a dime falling backwards. So got to give him credit. All right. What do you think? Patriots, Chargers. What do you think about that? I'm going to start off and just say this. We will talk about quarterbacks. I am so sick and tired. Next year, they're going to do it again. They're going to try to convince me that Justin Herbert's the man. And I'm going to say the same thing. He's not the man. He's a little wee boy right now. He has done nothing in the playoffs. His stats are horrific. He is a talented quarterback that is middle of the road. His production is not there and has never been there. And
Listen.
last year he threw 4 interceptions, no touchdowns. He followed up this year with 3 points. Now I know their offensive line was bad, and I should give him credit for that. That does make a difference. But he consistently has stunk when it mattered.
I came on air at the start of the season, and I said there's 2 quarterbacks
Yes.
in the league
Yes.
that if they don't win a playoff game this year, and I said this,
Yep.
so I was very clear about my intentions and my thoughts.
Speak it. Preach it.
There was 2 quarterbacks
Yes.
that they couldn't win a single playoff game this year. I am officially putting them in the overrated.
Yes.
They're not a good quarterback log, okay?
Yep.
One of them is a blonde-haired, long-haired man out of Jacksonville, okay? Trevor Lawrence.
Yes.
I'm sorry, you're no longer the prince.
No.
For you are now classified as the Joker because you are a laughing stock of quarterbacks, okay? No one has failed to create absolutely nothing
Yes.
out of a team more than the Joker.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I totally agree with you.
Okay.
And he was better this year, but he's middle of the road. They're middle of the road in production.
Listen, when it comes to football, if you're going to ask me what I value the most at any position, it's winning the game.
Yes.
It's winning the game.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we go to another man out in LA. And I said, this year, you got a head coach who is a proven winner. Okay. You're coming into your sophomore season with him. He is a proven winner who's going to go and get you talent to be surrounded by. Okay. And he knows how to scheme up football games. And guess what? He brought in a little offense coordinator that's so talented, he's getting head coaching offers this offseason. Okay.
Wow.
And you still couldn't beat
Yeah.
a single team in the playoffs.
I know.
Sorry.
No.
But Justin Herbert, you are now officially just like every other Oregon Duck quarterback of all time.
Whoa, okay, hold
Okay?
on.
You are
Whoa.
as good as a backup.
Whoa.
Just like every other Oregon Duck
Whoa.
quarterback
Yes.
of all time.
Whoa.
And we're probably going to find out, Bo Nix.
Yeah.
I got bad news, man. For some reason, when they come out of college wearing green and white,
Yeah.
they come in the NFL wearing brown.
I'm not okay with this duck slander here. What are we
Right
doing?
after they get slaughtered
what are
by
we
Indiana. This is fantastic.
Listen,
This is a rough week
not
for
fair.
the Ducks.
This is not fair.
You just went duck hunting. That was great.
Karen, this reminds me of this. Did you see the meme that they made about Indiana after they slaughtered Oregon? It was like that one meme of the guy in jail, and he's like, "Come over here and kiss me."
You know, my hot mouth, I'm feeling romantic.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's not fair at all, but okay.
Do you have a comment about Justin Herbert or the Fresh Prince
Listen,
of...
do you feel any different? Okay, do you agree with me on Trevor Lawrence at least?
I feel like they had it was a fair shot at beating the Bills, which possibly the best team in the AFC right now. And you know, they kept it close with a brand new head coach. You know,
Listen, I tell you
turning the season around like that.
I tell you what, I'll make you a deal, Cam. If the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl, I'll give him another year. I'll give him another year.
No.
I would rather this.
He's out.
I say this every year, though.
No.
I give him another
Hey,
year.
hey, I
not.
would rather this.
No.
Forget Trevor Lawrence. I'd rather you give another shot to Justin Herbert if the Patriots make the Super Bowl.
Okay, if the Patriots make the Super
That's
Bowl,
my guy.
I'll
Justin
give Jay
Herbert's my
Herbo.
guy.
Listen,
Okay.
okay, that's fair.
my gosh.
I'm only going to give one of them another year, so I'm not giving them both another year.
Every year. So the guy comes out because he's tall.
He is handsome.
Handsome man.
He is handsome man.
He's
Stadium
got a
Madison
cannon.
beer.
He loses in the playoffs. Now, people lose, right? If you go 500 in the playoffs, that's a good record. Well, he's not won yet. And
I don't
they
know.
keep elevating him.
Well,
he
he hasn't won a playoff game, but he's won just as many Super Bowls as Josh Allen.
Yeah, okay, but Josh Allen has at least won in the playoffs and big games. He has
Okay.
won some big games.
But he has just as many Super Bowls as Josh Allen.
Well, okay, but only one team wins the Super Bowl, and Patrick Mahomes was taking all of them. He was kind of a little selfish there for a while.
Okay.
But Justin Herbert is throwing just over 50% in the playoffs. That's terrible.
Yeah, but we should also clarify.
He has.
I have been just as critical of Josh Allen at times too. Okay, so I will just say that yes, Kramer, you're right. Josh Allen has not won a Super Bowl, and I have been just as
He
critical
has
of
just
him
as
as
many
that.
Super Bowls as Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, but
Josh Allen is a little too Brett Favre sometimes, and that's where he gets himself in trouble.
Yeah, but Justin Herbert's stats are massively worse than Josh Allen's. So he has 7 turnovers and 2 touchdowns
In playoffs.
in the playoffs.
Yeah, do you want to know who else has two touchdowns in the playoffs?
Who?
Juwan Jennings.
Oh yeah, well he's thrown 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So he's tied. Yeah, he's tied.
It's a crazy stat.
yeah.
Yes, I know Justin Herbert sucks in the postseason, but I have a soft spot for him.
It's okay.
'Cause he's a
well,
Oregon-
he's got
a duck.
talent, but we'll talk about quarterbacks in just a second. But when you're ranking him, he's below these guys, and he is. We can't put him in because we're attracted to him. Okay, like it is based on production, and his production has been middle of the round.
Yeah,
middle of the
but
road.
is that true? Because my wife keeps on saying Justin Herbert's #1 in her book.
Well, I'm just saying.
Is this the first season though that he's had a decent offensive line,
Yeah, but his offensive line
and
this
then his
year was
offensive line got
decimated.
injured?
Yeah, but listen, in the NFL, I mean, the 49ers are decimated with injuries. A lot of teams get decimated. Your Chiefs,
Yeah,
when
but
they
you
lost,
have,
when
you
they
have
lost,
voodoo magic on CMC. Every injured player that goes down,
Yes.
their soul gets
Every-
sucked into CMC.
every
and
time
it gets better.
CMC gets a touchdown, somebody is out for the season.
Yeah, and then he steals their soul.
So we need to stop throwing him the ball in the end zone. We can't afford it anymore. But anyway, those two, and okay, and then quickly we'll just go through this. The Texans. There was 2 games. I'm just going to tell you guys, and I didn't change. I almost called you guys, and I wanted to trade 2 games. It wouldn't have mattered because one of them might have won and one of them might have lost anyway. I would have changed and gone with the Packers over the Bears, so I was glad that didn't happen. And I would have traded, though. I did pick Pittsburgh. That was the only game I lost over the Texans. The Texans put, as Trent would say it, a mollywhopping on Old Man Rodgers. And I think they might have
BTA.
sent him to the rocking chair.
Yeah.
And Tomlin.
Yeah,
They're
whoa.
both-
Yeah, they killed.
Can we
Tom-
talk about
they
that?
Killed Tomlin.
That is
The Texans
crazy.
Tomlin
killed-
said, "I'm tired of hearing about how I make the playoffs and losing the first
You
round."
think he'll go coach the Ravens?
Yes.
You know how funny that would be.
That'd be
Boy,
crazy.
that would be
Oh, that would be
interesting.
so
Oh,
funny.
same division.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that would be interesting. I don't know how that's going to help. Here's the problem is,
He needs
I
a
think the
pocket presence
Ravens want
quarterback.
somebody that's going to help Lamar Jackson, and Tomlin ain't going to do that.
Mike
That's
McDaniel
true.
would,
Mike McDaniels
Mike
would.
and now if they brought him in as an OC, maybe.
or they're gonna bring him in as a head coach.
The
That I
level,
wouldn't do.
The level of coaching talent out there right now
It's crazy.
is absolutely insane. Because if we stop right now, if Mike Tomlin wants to coach next year, he will be a head coach.
Oh yeah.
If John Harbaugh wants to coach next
Absolutely.
year, he will be a head coach.
Yes.
If Mike McDaniels wants to be a head coach next year, he will be a head coach.
I don't know. Maybe.
No,
He
I,
will.
I think that sounds
Yeah,
good. No,
'cause he's so
I know
young.
you because
it's not what he should do,
Listen.
but it's what he could do.
it's what he could do. I promise you, if he wants to be a
Robert
head coach,
Saleh, I think, is going to get a head
Robert
coaching
Saleh,
job.
if he wants to be a head coach next
Stinker.
year, he'll be a head coach.
Yeah.
I mean,
Stinker.
the amount of coaching talent is, I mean, it's insane.
It is
I don't know
insane.
how they're going to do it, but
Yeah. Pete
Pete
Carroll's
Carroll?
probably done, but but because of his age.
I'm
but
just
he's
saying,
had
I'm just
lots
saying
of success.
Tom Brady could do the funniest thing.
Yeah.
He could bring Bill Belichick to the Raiders.
oh, that'd be fun.
They talked about that. I've heard
That
him
would
talk
be
about
fun.
it. He said he's happy. He's happy hanging out with the sororities over there.
I'm sure
right
he
now.
is.
Okay, so anyway, that's an end of a couple eras potentially because I think Rodgers might go underground and not come back.
yeah, but with Tomlin being gone, don't think it's crazy that Rodgers comes back one more year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. 'Cause
And the
now
only reason
Aaron
I
Rodgers
say
will
that-
have full reign.
Yeah, the only reason I say that is because Rodgers loves having the power.
The power.
And if there's a new head coach, he'll have the power. And this new head coach most likely will be drafting a rookie.
Yeah.
And he's going to want a transitional quarterback.
Yeah.
And Rodgers, say what you will, but Rodgers is going to be the greatest transitional quarterback of all time.
Yeah. And
Only because the amount that guy could teach somebody.
Yeah.
And he's actually made it a point to be a good teacher.
Yeah.
Like he said multiple times, like, Brett didn't do that for me, I do it for others.
they need to come up with. They need to be more offensive minded. Pittsburgh needs to have some more offense to their game.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I just wanted to talk about something. So this is something that I want to say because Trent has not been listening to sports the last couple days, which is exactly what I'd recommend. Anytime your team loses in a big situation, I've had to do this the last 30 years after the 49ers lose in devastating fashion. So you just don't watch sports because the people out there to devour is there, and it's ridiculous. So I just want to say something. Two of the most successful quarterbacks in the last 4 years or so, okay, have been, I'm not saying it's just them, both Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts have been two of the more successful quarterbacks in the league. Brock Purdy has 5 playoff wins, 4 were comeback wins. Jalen Hurts, 2 Super Bowls, outplayed Mahomes in both of them, Super Bowl MVP. So he had a obviously this last half of the season, it was laid an egg. Every quarterback that's been there has had that. I think it's the OC. I said that. I want to ask you guys, who has been better? If you had 2 categories, you had to think of this. In the last 3 or 4 years, who has been better that also you project over the next couple years will also be good in the last? So Drake May's out. He's only been there 2 years. So we're talking 3 or 4 years. How many? There are some. I'm just saying how many. And I'm going to go through.
I got 1. That's it.
There's not. So I'm going to go through some things. Mahomes, the last couple years, has been declining a little. I'm not saying he's awful, and at the end of the game, you'd want Mahomes over anybody. Burrow, up and down, hurt. You know, he's a great talent. Allen has been pretty consistently good, but he's had stinkers. Lamar Jackson seems like he's on a significant decline right now. Yeah. Stafford needs excellence around him in great weather.
He's just old.
Those are the only ones that I think you can think of. Herbert, heck no. Trevor, no way. Dak has not won a big game since he was in 7-on-7 football in 6th grade. Jaden Daniels,
I actually forgot he was a quarterback.
Look at this.
I'm not gonna lie, I legitimately forgot.
Dak, and I was
Dak.
like, who?
I was like, who?
Dak Prescott. So who?
Listen, the problem is you said
Stroud,
playoff wins, and I'm looking at a list of playoff wins for active quarterbacks, and Dak's not even on here.
So
I would say Mahomes and CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud has stunk since the first year. He's stinking this year. I love CJ Stroud. He is one of my favorite people. I like him as a person. He's done nothing. Virtually nothing. They did just get a win.
Well,
but no way CJ Stroud.
A huge win.
Yeah, but no way you would put them above those two. No way. There's no way.
I would take CJ Stroud over Brock Purdy.
Okay, but you can't base it on any visual anything. You can just like him, but like it's not even close in big games. But what would you say? I
would say the 49ers have had more opportunities than the Texans have.
But Mahomes, would you have?
Oh, absolutely.
You'd have Mahomes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you said not to put Drake May there, but I would put Drake May there.
Well, he's saying you can't put Drake May there because he hasn't been there for 4 years before.
3 to 5 years.
He's only been in the league for 2 years.
Yeah, that's the only reason. I like Drake May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's saying so a quarterback that's been in the league for the last 4 years that's performed high.
Yeah.
And you expect to still perform high after those 4 years. And the only person I know for a fact that's performed high in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
That will continue to perform high in the playoffs 4 more years is Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Maybe Josh Allen.
Yes.
I'd say maybe Josh Allen if I'm feeling really. But Matthew Stafford isn't playing another 4 years.
Right.
Joe Burrow can't stay healthy.
Nope.
Jared Goff, I got no clue if he's a good quarterback or not. I'm confused by so many things with him.
Yep.
CJ Stroud we obviously talked about he doesn't fit in this column. Lamar Jackson, I I mean, it depends on who his head coach is, but maybe. But he also hasn't really performed well in the last 4 years.
Not
If you're saying performed well, I'm
Yeah.
thinking you have at least 5 playoff wins, which
Yeah.
Brock Purdy barely skips in there. Jalen Hurts is at 6, Josh Allen's at 8, and Patrick Mahomes is at 17. Other than that, there's not a quarterback that has 5 right now.
Right.
That I truly believe in. Other than that.
And so I get on this is there is more hate. There's 2 quarterbacks that get more hate than anybody. And it's been Brock Purdy and it's been Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts right now, by a lot of people, I've been listening. And I'm sorry, I was wrong about this. They are, a lot of people are putting a lot on him right now. And I think it's garbage. I don't, if somebody has 6 good basketball games and then they lay an egg one game.
I have another one.
Okay. You have
Baker.
one. Okay. Baker, I would consider. I think he's at least in a consideration.
Yeah.
He hasn't won a lot of the big games, but part
But
of
he
it's
got
his
injured.
team. But I'm just saying he's somebody
I think
that
when
you
he's
could.
healthy, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
I agree. He is. My point is, these people that are blasting a couple of the quarterbacks of Hurts or Purdy at different time are not fair. And it's based on a couple things. I think with Hurts, what Hurts' problem is, it shouldn't be a problem, is he's quiet, he's subdued, and these media people have this thing where the quarterback has to be the extrovert, the loud, the tall. You got to throw hard, and he can throw hard, and he can run, but he doesn't fit their mold of what they see. And so he has struggled this
Yeah,
year.
but I don't really understand how that even makes sense. I mean, is it just because he plays in Philadelphia? I mean, because honestly, like he does fit the mold. He's strong. He's above average when it. I mean, he's a taller quarterback.
But
he's not
quiet.
short.
I think he's more quiet.
He plays his character of like Mr. Nonchalant, like
Like he doesn't care, but he does.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what they're thinking.
I think I see Jalen Hurts as kind of a cornball, like just.
You don't like his quotes?
He reminds me of Paul Skeens. Just like
I thought you were going to say Jason Tatum.
No,
I was hoping
he
you weren't going to do
reminds
that.
me. No, Jason Tatum.
Jason
is
Tatum's for
a
sure
whole nother
cornball.
level.
Yeah, okay.
A whole
Good.
nother level of.
I didn't want
cornball.
you to
He
compete.
is the cornball.
No, he reminds me of Paul Skeens. Just like a guy that's really good at his sport, but then is an absolute nothing of a human being. Like zero personality, zero anything outside of football.
Yeah.
Like he's just no one. Like if you were to see Jalen Hurts on the street and you didn't know anything about the NFL, you would not even like think about it
Yeah. Yeah.
because he doesn't. He's an NPC.
Yeah.
Like he's just blank.
Well, the reason I bring this up is I just think it's appropriate to have these conversations because I think people should be based on how they have done, not in one game, not in one game, but a group of games, of big games. And what I've seen is this: Mahomes has shown under pressure, he's a man. Okay. I don't hold certain things against Lamar. I know he hasn't gone to the Super Bowl, but he also threw it to Zay Flowers, who fumbled at the 1-inch line, and they would have won. Mark Andrews missed a wide open catch that could have helped them win the game, which is very unusual. But he hasn't had those same wins, but you could put him. There's not many quarterbacks that in the middle, they'll go for it. Like Mahomes might lose the game, but he's going to try to win the game, and the other team knows crap. He's going for it. And the cornerbacks don't want to go against. And so right now, on Monday, they could be all over Purdy. Purdy could have a rough game. They're going against a great defense, and they could be all over him. I just think what they're doing with Hurts right now actually really ticks me off. He was a Super Bowl MVP. He's played great in the Super Bowl twice. There's only a handful of quarterbacks that have done well for the last, handful of years and are young. And if he gets the right OC, I think he can get right back on track. This year, he didn't do well.
I was gonna say I would say this year Jalen Hurts played fairly poorly compared to previous seasons.
Previous years, yes.
Like during the regular season, especially like through week 6, he barely threw the ball. almost every time they would run like an RPO, and he would just take off.
And so I look and I say, if he was great last year, and he's been great multiple times, and the big difference was the OC. I mean, we'll know more next year. You know, if he struggles again next year or whatever. But I think that was one of the worst OC performances. That's just my opinion. I think it was bad, and I think that's a struggle. That's a struggle. So
I just think if you can't scheme up that final drive, that last play
was terrible.
Was the worst called play I've ever seen in my life.
Didn't they have 3 guys running goes
Yes.
and then Goddard in the middle in triple coverage?
Yes.
And Hurts,
What do you want Jalen to do? There's nowhere to throw the ball.
No, Hurts looked at him. If you watch, he looked like, you're calling that?
Yeah.
Like, and he's just like, all right, well, that ain't gonna work. And he looked like that. Anyway, that was just terrible. And not having him having design runs against the 49ers that are decimated on the defensive line and linebackers, they would have killed us. You would have killed us. I mean, I don't understand.
This is so random. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Is Kyler Murray going to play quarterback next year?
No.
I think they're going to move on.
He's got to be done, right?
Yeah,
I think they should
yeah.
stick with.
I mean, they're going to get a new coach, and because their head coach got fired, they're going to get a new coach.
Yeah.
And there's no way a new coach is going to take on that head case.
So we gotta talk about one thing here. Okay, so we gotta talk about these games coming up this week.
Okay.
We're gonna make some predictions. Okay.
I don't want to make any
Can
predictions.
I bring up one thing before we
You
get
can.
done?
You can.
This is in the Bills game, and I thought this was the funniest thing. The Bills pushed to win the game, and they were one of
Ironically,
like 8 teams
that voted
against it,
and that won the game.
It was the biggest, like, if you can't beat them,
You
join
know
'em.
the Packers voted against
my
it,
Yeah.
and they
gosh.
ran the tush push this year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
you
it's
guys
one of
are-
those things where, like, if you're gonna be able to run it, I guess we might as well start, because we can't get rid of this stupid play, so we might as well just start running it, even though it sucks.
I just don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but they're saying the problem I have with it is they want to get rid of it because it's a safety issue, which is
Well, that's
it's
what they're covering it as, but
Yeah.
that's not what they actually think.
Yeah, but it's not. So now they say it's a safety issue, and then they go out and run it a bunch of times, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, we're running it a bunch of times because it's a safety issue.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
If you really felt like it was a safety issue, you wouldn't run it a bunch of times.
Right.
That's just what you label it as because you wanted it gone.
Yep. No, I agree. I think it's just more jealousy.
All right, let's
that they
get
can't stop
into
it.
these games.
Okay, playoffs.
Talking about
So-
playoffs.
All right. So here we'll start off with the Bills and the Broncos.
I think we should get Mike in here on these predictions.
Yeah. Okay. We can get Michael behind the scenes with the. We'll get you. You have to make your predictions. What do you guys got? Bills, Broncos, in Denver. Bo Nix, who I don't think is that great, but he's okay. But they got a great
You
defense.
just say that because he's a duck.
Hey,
He's a
Randy,
duck.
Randy, where'd he go to school again?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Okay, Cameron, why don't you start off with that one? Bills, Broncos.
The
Who do you
Broncos
got?
are the worst 1 seed in NFL history.
Okay.
Bo Nix sucks.
I agree.
After
Nix-
that Ducks
Well, it doesn't have to be
All
because
ducks?
he's a duck.
Okay.
Bo Nix just is old and he sucks.
he's old.
He is old.
He's old.
He is old. Listen, I know you don't think he's old.
I don't think he's old.
He is old.
Based on his age, I don't think he's old. That's all I'm
He's
basing
like
that on.
he was a 10th.
like
he was a
26.
10th year senior in college.
He
That's COVID.
He played 6 years in the. In
His
college.
COVID. Those are COVID
was it
years.
6 or 7?
No, he played.
No,
he
but seriously, was it 7? Because it might have been
He
7.
played 6. The max you could get is 6.
Yeah, sure it
'Cause
is.
He had the COVID year, and then he had a redshirt year,
Okay.
and then he played 4 years.
Bo Nix is 25, by the
yeah,
way.
he's old.
Old.
Yeah, he's old.
Oh my word! I saw Philip Rivers out there, the grandpa, 44. That's
Yeah.
old.
Okay, well he is.
Anyway,
old. He's like that
The
guy.
Broncos
Okay.
should not be in the playoffs, let alone be the 1 seed.
so you got the Bills.
Yeah.
You got the Bills. Trent,
That's great news, Cam, because I here at Good Sports want to also go with the Bills because
Okay.
the Broncos suck.
all right. I am going to go for the Bills as well. I'm going. They've got Cook and they've got Allen, and I think that will help balance out the defense. And Bo Nix, I don't believe in him. Michael behind
Listen,
the scenes.
hold up. Just before
Oh.
you say this,
Okay.
Michael's a little Bo Nix lover. Yes, he is. Look at him over there. Yeah, he is. Him and Lincoln are like, yeah, go Bo Nix, dude. Bo Nix is my guy.
All right, Michael, who do you got?
I still got the Bills.
The Bills.
I don't think the Broncos are.
All right.
I
Okay,
don't
so
think deserve it.
anytime we pick all four, that probably means the Broncos are going to win. So, all right. Now we're going to move on in the other AFC game.
Yep.
Texans with a great defense. Patriots with a quarterback that has played great this year. Who wants to go first on this one? I'll go first.
I like to stay out of this one.
I'm gonna go. I'm riding the young, hot team right now, and the home team with the Patriots. I don't believe. I love C.J. Stroud as the person. I don't believe in that offense at all, and so I'm going Patriots. Who's up next? Who's the second pick? Trent, you want to do it? You look like you're back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, that defense for the Texans
It's nasty.
is so disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I don't
It is.
see. I mean, imagine
you
got,
can rattle a
imagine
young quarterback.
Derek Stingley
Hmm.
is on Stephon Diggs. That's pretty much all their wide receiver talent.
Oh.
Well, most of it.
Oh.
Okay. And then you got that defensive line and linebacker core coming after their 2-star running backs.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, it's like now I'm thinking, the Patriots didn't score a lot against the Chargers,
Yeah.
and the Chargers don't have that great of a defense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. It's really good. It's probably top,
You're going
15?
Texans. You're going Texans.
but to score only 16 against like a top 15 defense to
Yeah.
then have to play the number 1 defense.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're number 1. Aren't they number 1? I'm pretty
They're
sure.
top. I mean, them. You got the Eagles. You've got them, and you've got Seahawks. Those are your 3 best defenses, and Denver. Denver's a good defense. Too.
Let's see. Let's just take a little quick peeky. Number 1, Houston Texans. See?
Yeah.
Yep. So that's not like, that's statistically speaking.
I get
they
it.
have allowed the least amount of yards this year.
Okay. All right.
And the Chargers were ranked higher than I thought, right behind Philadelphia at like 8 or 9ish.
Okay.
So, man, 16's not a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
But they
basically at that
necess-
point. At
they-
that point, you're saying, can C.J. Stroud get 16?
But they didn't necessarily have to score that much. When
But
you
the
hold the
Patri-
team to 3.
Okay, hold up. This is what I didn't know. I'm just now finding this out. This is new information.
Do-do-do.
The New England Patriots are the number 2 defense in the league.
Patriots are?
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. Okay.
That means they've got it on both ends.
Yep, I'm going Pats.
Pats.
It's
Going
the
Pats.
Cameron, who you
I
got?
didn't have to think about this. This is the Pats.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I love Houston. Their receiving core is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Drake
May
may win.
If I could pick any receiving core to have fully healthy, I would pick the Texans every single time.
Every single down the week.
You would pick their receiving
Their
core?
receiving core
it's
every single
disgusting.
time.
Christian Kirk, Nico Collins, Tank
Tank
Dell.
Dell.
Oh, give me some
Young-
Tank freaking Dell.
Oh, man.
I miss
love-
Tank Dell this year.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so-
absolutely love their receiving core,
So you're-
and they are so good.
So you're
so
going
good.
Texans.
No, I'm going Patriots. No.
Okay, so you got Patriots.
I have
Let's
the Patriots going to the Super Bowl.
let's hear what Michael has
Wait,
got
you
to
didn't
say.
pick yet.
Yeah, I did. I picked first. I picked Pats.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yep.
I forgot that.
Yep. Go ahead.
I'm also gonna take the Patriots.
Patriots. We were a 4 for
I-
4.
Love C.J. Stroud.
Okay.
I love him a lot, but
Yeah.
I think as long as Drake Drizzy May performs like he has in the past, I think
He'll do
they're
it.
gonna pull it out.
Okay.
I
Fair
think
enough. That's fair.
If C.J. has a great game, maybe they could do it, but I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah, CJ's going to have his first big playoff game to be able to pull something off, which I would
Hey,
love
if
it if he
C.J.
did.
Stroud wins this game, he's a lot further than
Okay.
Trevor Lawrence.
Now here we are. I want to
All
I
right.
want to get to the Rams and the Bears. Now the Rams are going to be going to Chicago.
Yeah.
And the last I heard, it's going to be snowing and 16 degrees.
they don't care.
Wind chill will bring it to 0.
So you got, how is that going to be for Stafford?
He's gonna suck.
Okay.
Stafford is 100% old
So do
man
you have the
brittle
Bears?
bones.
Do you-
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I have the Bears.
That's good. Okay. What do you think? Trent, who do you got?
I would rather take a non-lethal gunshot wound than pick the Bears.
What? Are you being for real right now?
Wow.
Why?
You really
Why
don't wanna
why
take the Bears.
Why
I
do you
w-
not want the Bears? I don't understand.
Because he's tired of the same media that has elevated Caleb Williams as the next Messiah.
He is.
He's not. He's not even close.
Yes, he is.
Statistically speaking,
I love my matcha drinking, nail painting man. Okay.
He is the worst quarterback
Awful.
in the league
he is
on the
awful.
run throwing.
He can't
percentage-wise.
even he can't even make simple checkdowns.
No.
He has performed, statistically speaking, the worst within 10 yards, which
And
makes
he
no
still
sense.
Yeah.
Wins games.
Yes, he has been winning the end of the game.
Yeah,
this
but
year.
their defense has like the most turnovers in like
And he
NFL
still
history or
Yeah.
Bears
wins.
history or something like
So
that.
who do you have? Who do you have? Who do you have?
This is battle of the hate for Trent here. Do you hate Caleb Williams
Or Matthew
Stafford
Stafford?
more?
I really dislike Matthew Stafford. I really dislike Matthew Stafford.
More than getting shot, which is the Bears.
Come on, you know you want to.
Yeah, but if
You know
Matthew
you want
Stafford
to.
wins this game, just
Okay.
gets him close
Think
to the
about
Hall
where-
of Fame.
think
Let's go
about-
Bears.
Think about
You're
where
going
it
Bears.
is.
We're going Bears.
So we got two Bears. So here's my problem. Okay, my gut is telling
You don't
me
like how he paints his nails.
Yeah. No, my gut is telling me that you have the coaching's good on both ends, but McVay has been really, really good for years. Matthew Stafford is a very good quarterback. Now, in the weather, I don't know about, but you got Devontae Adams. He's got the weapons like nobody's business.
Yeah, I just think
And
the Bears are going to run so much better.
But I do not want to root for the Rams at all. I don't want
Yeah,
to
but
win
that's
that game.
great for you. If the Rams win,
I don't want to root.
if
I
the
can't-
Rams win and you guys win, which isn't going to happen, but could happen.
we'll go for it.
If the Rams win,
Yeah.
then you basically get another home game.
Oh my gosh. Well,
If the Bears win, you're screwed. There's no way
no,
you're beating the Bears.
No, we can beat the Bears. I'd
Hey,
much
hey,
rather play the Bears.
Wild to,
Yeah.
to think that you're going to beat the Seahawks.
No, I know. I said that.
We'll get to that in a second, Cameron. We'll get to that in a second. Let me enjoy these short 6 days. That's all we get. That's all they'll ever let the 49ers get. Okay. I think the Rams will win.
Oh my god.
I'm going to go with the Rams. I don't want the Rams to win. I hope I lose this game. Michael, I want to hear what you have to say. This one we have a little difference here. Trent was like 50-50 himself, so he's like 51% Bears. But what do you think, Mike?
I think this is going to be a great game. I
Yeah.
think it's just going to depend on the last 2 minutes of the game. That's what it's
Oh.
going to come down to.
Okay.
I don't know. I think the Bears might pull it out.
The Bears at home.
the
Yeah.
Bears.
The Bears. Caleb,
The Bears.
both teams came down to the last minute to win last week.
You know who we love so much? The 85. The Bears.
The Bears. Okay, so you have the Bears. So we have 3 Bears. Okay, the final game that we are going to talk about. I'll let you all go first. I
want you to go first.
You want me to go first? The Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers. Now, I have to root for the 49ers. I'm not going to pick against the 49ers. Now, I went through this just like I did with Philadelphia last week, and I tried to do matchups, okay? Yeah, both are good coaches. I think Shanahan's got more experience, so he's who he just passed his dad with playoff wins for the history, which was an interesting stat. So I go through and I say, okay, quarterback, I would say Brock Purdy over Sam Darnold. Receivers, JSN is phenomenal receiver. They are, just because of him, way better than the 49ers receivers. Tight end, George Kittle's clearly, oh wait, he's out. So we're not going to win the tight end battle. I think both are
I don't know. Their tight ends aren't that great. I mean, they are better.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, they got Barner.
than our backups. I mean,
and
Tunges
they have
can
Elijah
catch.
Arroyo.
We'll
who-
call that a wash. And I'm gonna
Ooh,
and I'm
I
gonna
don't know
call.
about that.
I'm just saying the tight ends, and I'm saying the offensive line. We'll call those tight. Okay, I think the 49ers, from the running back standpoint, we have the edge. On the defense, the defensive line, Seattle. The linebackers, Seattle. The cornerbacks, which is the 49ers' strength? Seattle. Okay. So, kicker, we have a good kicker. They have a great kicker. Like, I'm like, but I don't care.
I don't think you win a single thing on the defensive side. for
No.
sure. Yeah. it's
No,
not
not a
close.
position.
No.
If you
And
took.
you win a defensive coordinator.
If you said
Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
if you said defensive end, nose tackle, defensive end, outside linebacker, linebacker, middle linebacker, safety, free safety, cornerback,
No.
you wouldn't win a single position.
No, if you took starters, you matched them all up, and you say you can pick, it would be Seattle, 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 Seattle. Okay, that being said, I am going on the road. Brock Purdy has done well against Seattle. He's done well on the road. Never lost in Seattle yet. Hopefully that continues. I'm going 49ers.
Those are the stats that they put up right before they win, or like
Yeah.
right before they lose.
You
or
gotta
like right before they throw an interception. It's been
that's
like,
like-
it's been 17
It's-
games
yeah.
since this quarterback's thrown an
It's
interception.
like they'll say-
right to the defense.
Yes, this guy's not missed an extra point
Yeah,
in 10 years.
exactly.
Clank. So I'm going 49ers. I'm saying Brock Purdy has got to go for it. He might have 4 interceptions, or he's going to have 3 or he has to go for it. So I'm riding my Niners and I'm going for it. Who do you?
Interesting.
I'm going for it. So that's all I got.
Listen,
There's no way.
I will say this.
Christian McCaffrey,
For Seattle, if you had to pick a team
Sam Darnold throwing the
that
interceptions.
absolutely scared the death out of you to play again, it would be the 49ers.
Yep.
Like if you're Seattle and
And
you're sitting
Shanahan.
at home and you're thinking of all the teams you could play first round, it couldn't have been the Bears or the Eagles, but they could have played the Rams, which they've played very well against, especially in Seattle.
Yep.
Could have been the Packers,
Yep.
which is a very plush team
Yes.
to play against right
Yes.
now in their
Yep.
current state.
Yep.
But instead, out of those 3 teams, you pulled the 49ers,
Yeah.
which is a team who's played you statistically very well
Yeah.
in the last 5 years.
Yep.
And no matter what talent you have playing on Sunday, in-division rivals
Yeah.
are the hardest teams to play.
And they played 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And Shanahan is good, so that helps us.
I'm going to put out there that if there was a chance for the 49ers to make it to an NFC Championship game, getting to play the Seahawks is a great pull for them. I think if they went to the Bears right now, I think they actually have less of a chance to win against the Bears than they do against Seattle.
Okay.
And the reason I say that is
Is it because of the
statistically,
weather?
no, it's mostly around the idea of how often they play and the history of them playing. This is nothing against. I'm not saying that the Bears are a better team than Seattle.
Yeah.
I would take Seattle's team over the Bears every time.
Yeah.
I'm saying matchup wise.
Matchups is what it's all about.
So I'm going to take the 49ers.
Yes. Yes.
What?
Yes. Preach it, brother. Preach it. Brock Purdy's going to bring us to the promised
Cameron, I'm
land.
trying to keep a straight face right now. Dude.
Hey, part of this
You
bet,
being so for real right
part
now?
of this bet was to root for us.
Listen, I don't know what it
It could
was.
happen.
I don't know what it was. I put this jersey on, and all of a sudden I'm thinking, what's the one thing that makes no sense? You know?
Cameron.
I'm just saying.
I love it.
You know
Cameron.
what's crazy? You know what's crazy is I had this jersey on for only like 5 seconds, and I instantly started thinking about, we would have won if it wasn't for all our injured players.
Dude, I cannot believe you just did that.
That's fantastic. I love it. Thank you for
All
joining
right, so
us.
I'm just gonna
Bang
pencil.
Bang Niner game.
You're
I'm
turning on your childhood.
I'm just gonna pencil in the Seahawks for Cameron.
I cannot believe you just did that.
Cameron, go ahead with your prediction.
I'm just penciling that in there for you.
No, wait. Off air, you can't see, but Cameron is wearing a Brock Purdy jersey,
I am, and it burns
which I
my skin.
appreciate. He's getting a rash.
Yeah,
Listen,
I think I'm getting an allergic reaction.
don't you feel like you should support your ginger brother who has fallen?
Yes.
George Kittle.
No, I should support
Yes.
my ginger brother who's still playing.
Oh, Samuel.
And
I
Sam
forgot.
Darnold.
I forgot Samuel has some little red.
A little
going on.
red.
No, he's not super red. He's a
Yes,
little
he
red.
is.
He's not like you, Red.
George-
He's like, you could cut.
George
you know?
Kittle would root for you, Cam.
Good for him.
All right, Cameron. Let's shock everyone with your pick.
There is. Oh man, I don't know how far I want to take this because the farther I take this, if in some fantasy land Seattle loses, it is going to get infinitely worse for me. But
You would be willing to do what?
I'm not gonna go there.
Say it.
There is no
way. Okay. You seem very confident.
that Seattle doesn't win.
After
I'm not saying that they're gonna blow them out.
Good.
Or that they're going to just absolutely destroy the 49ers. But there is no way on paper that Seattle should lose this game.
I agree. You've got the 49ers traveling from the East Coast to the West Coast. They only have 6 days rest. They're massively big. You have 13 days off.
I was going to say
2
we had
weeks
like
off.
2 weeks off.
Yeah.
But also that can be
And
a
at home.
disadvantage.
But
We have a home game.
I need Sam Darnold to be in the giving spirit.
That is what I worry about is Sam Darnold and his turnovers.
Giving is better than receiving. The problem with the 49ers, though, getting interceptions, is you do have to touch a quarterback once in a while.
And you also have to be able to catch a football.
Yeah, we're bad at both of those.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but we have
But I worry about Christian McCaffrey. Because if the Eagles were not able to stop him, who's to say that we could also? Then again, we have better coaching staff.
I would be more worried
Wait,
about
who has
turnovers.
better coaching staff?
As a whole, Seattle.
Than Saleh and Shanahan?
No, I'm talking about Philly.
Oh, okay.
We have a better...
Whoa. Whoa.
Well, because
Whoa.
you're OC.
As a whole.
Whoa.
As a whole.
Whoa. Hey. Wait, hey, we ain't talking about the Eagles right
yeah,
now.
leave us alone.
We're not even talking about the Eagles right now, dude.
We're in Cancun right now.
I'm back on my email again, dude. It's ridiculous, man.
Anyways.
Okay.
All that to say is, I think Seattle wins.
Okay.
I think it's closer than it should be,
Okay.
but I think Seattle wins. And then the possibility that the path that either of us have to take is possibly playing two division rivals back to back to make a Super Bowl
Yeah.
is so incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
Like, it is so unfair
Yeah.
to the rest of the NFC that they have to play the NFC West.
I will say this, and then we'll get Michael's pick. Okay. So obviously you have Seattle. If the 49ers, I know the odds are against them, but if they win at Philly and with that defense, and they go to Seattle and win at Seattle, and then you go beat either at Chicago or against LA, which would be at LA, and they win the Super Bowl, that would be one of the hardest roads that a team has had with the obstacles that they've had. Now, I'm not saying
I
it'll
would
happen.
say if the 49ers do all that
Yeah.
and then win the Super Bowl, I will butt naked
Now, please wear something.
run from downtown Richfield to your house. Butt naked.
No,
Hey,
Butt
I
naked.
want it to be
I
known
will
as
offer
well.
a leaf of a little skirt, something.
I want
Listen.
it to be known as well that if you guys
If we do, what will you do, Cam?
somehow make the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
you are never, ever allowed to complain about injuries because this season shows that it
Why?
should not matter what injuries you have.
That's true. He's got a point. He's got a
You're
point.
running
That might
7
be the
strings
dumbest point.
and you still win a Super Bowl.
That's just impressive. It still matters with injuries, which we have. I sent Trent something. The whole conspiracy about the injuries.
Either that means that you guys have the coaching to win with anybody, or that means that your starters are just as mediocre as people you pick up off waivers.
No, I think
If the 49ers do all that, I would be willing to hold a sign that says unicorns have feelings too. in downtown Woodland.
Okay, but wear clothes. I require
I'm wearing clothes for
clothing.
that. I'm wearing clothes for that.
require
Rainbow
clothing.
Speedo.
All right, Michael,
I'm gonna have
you
one of those
finish
little
us out with
unicorn
your prediction.
Tails coming out.
Michael's got his final prediction: 49ers Seahawks.
I realized early in the year that the 49ers have some real life plot armor.
Ah, very good.
I don't know where we got this from, but
Yeah.
we get injured and we just keep winning.
Yes,
And on paper, we have a far worse team. Than
absolutely. Oh yeah.
Seattle. But
Yep.
I said this last week. I think if it's a close game, I think we'll win just because of the plot armor. I mean, the
Because-
Chiefs have had it for the last like 5 years. I think we
fair.
got it this year.
I think the 49ers, out of 22 starters, I would take 3 49ers. Trent Williams, McCaffrey, and Purdy. And I'd take Seattle on every other position. But
How's that even possible? Yeah, I mean,
oh, you check. Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you even, yeah.
that's a default character.
Yeah, because, okay. All right. So that's good. That helped our percentage. Yep. You can't stop. Yeah. Juice is going to be on the loose. So, all right. Well, we've got some predictions that we've made. We'll see how things go forward. It's going to be an exciting week. We're down to the final 8. We'll see who makes
Listen, I'm
the
gonna be honest
final
with you.
4.
I'm gonna go to the casino and put money down on all these games.
Yeah.
Just parlay all 4 of them.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm definitely not making these picks.
I
I will
Oh,
save
if I'm
my
gonna run,
money.
if I'm gonna run a
cannot-
parlay,
I am
not
saving
this.
my money.
not this.
I
No.
cannot believe that
I'm-
you picked.
The parlay is definitely gonna have Seattle in it.
The only
Sorry.
thing that I might make a wager is, will the 49ers lose 1 or 2 players?
Oh, I wonder if that is a bet I could do.
It is
that-
100% a bet.
that-
On
that-
Kalshi, yeah.
Yeah.
Kalshi, you can bet on anything.
Yeah, okay. We don't want to wish bad. There's going to be a miracle in Seattle, and that is my prediction. We will see if it happens. I don't know.
Speaking of miracles, is it gonna be a miracle that the Las Vegas Raiders actually get a coach that's good?
I don't think they're going to get a good coach.
Gruden should come back.
I don't think they're going to get a good coach.
You know, there's 9 openings right now.
Yeah, the problem.
9.
Yeah, that is
That's a
unbelievable.
lot of
The
openings.
problem is if you're a Sala or somebody like that, a Mike McDaniel, you get one more chance.
Yeah.
And so you got to really look hard and say, should I go to a franchise? You didn't hear this. So we were talking about this off air. The Las Vegas Raiders, a good team, a good coach makes about $10 million a year. That's a good coach. That's a high-paid good coach. Next year, 2026, the Las Vegas Raiders are paying over $50 million of coaching salary for coaches not to coach
Yeah.
because Chip Kelly,
Yep.
Pete Carroll, Pierce, and the others, they add up to over $50 million they're spending because they hire and they fire, and they're 5-year contracts.
Yep.
And so they're going to go do it again. Anyway, it's bananas.
Okay, so you got Arizona, who Clint Kubiak's currently leading that race.
I would be open to that, even though that's a terrible, hard division. You got a solid defense there
Yeah.
and a couple receivers.
Couple.
Connor will come back. So that would be an
Atlanta
appealing.
Falcons. John Harbaugh's currently leading that race.
Okay, they've got.
I don't think John goes to Atlanta. I think it makes the most sense, and I would hate this if he did because this is bad news for the
Also,
Eagles. I
I
think
wanna-
John should go to the New York Giants.
Giants.
I also want it to be known there is 1 NFC position and 8 AFC positions. And 3 of those
That's
are AFC North.
that's bananas.
Yeah, that
is
bananas.
crazy.
That is bananas. I didn't even realize that. Good call, Cam. I didn't even think
Okay.
about that.
Wow.
Arizona's the only one. Baltimore Ravens. Kevin Stefanski. How do you feel about that? A coach who never produced anything for the Cleveland Browns
Yeah.
is the leading candidate for the Baltimore Ravens. How do you feel about that?
There's no way I would do that. There's no way I would do that. And Tomlin seems like it would be okay.
So
Mike
I
McDaniel's the current.
I just found something out about Tomlin. Because he was not fired and he stepped down, in order for teams to pick him up, they have to trade for him.
Okay, so this is what I was
Oh.
just gonna say. Why
didn't
on
know that.
earth did the Ravens? This was what I was just gonna say. This, the Ravens should have offered to trade before they got rid of Harbaugh.
Yeah.
I think a team would have said, absolutely, you get picks.
Oh, they would have paid
They gave
something.
away potential picks.
If the Broncos paid for Sean Payton, someone would have paid for John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh is, I think, a very good coach.
Well, if you had to say top greatest coaches of all time, he's got to be in the top 10.
I mean, I think he's fantastic. Yeah, I think he's fantastic.
He was 18 years with the same team. You
Yep.
don't make it 18 years with the same team without not being one of the
He's got
greatest
a
coaches
Super
of all
Bowl
time.
and he's in the
I mean,
AFC
would you consider
Championship.
Tomlin one of the greatest coaches of all time?
No.
Well,
He was
I
with
don't know.
he was with the Steelers for
I
almost
wouldn't.
20.
I wouldn't say he's one of the greatest because he's consistently lost as soon as he's made the playoffs. He
yeah, but
never
you know what you're
advances.
going to get out of him every
I,
single
I just
year.
think he's a good coach, but
Yeah, but he has 2 Super Bowl wins.
one Super Bowl and a lot of losses, a lot of first round exits. I think he's a good coach. I think John Harbaugh's at a different level. That's all I'm saying.
Anyways,
Why they didn't trade for him?
Cleveland Browns. Mike McDaniel's the current leading head coach for that. And let's see here. Las Vegas Raiders. Robert Saleh.
I do not want that. That would be a stupid place for him to go.
Yeah.
He will never get a coaching job.
Miami Dolphins. Chris Shula.
I don't think he should have a head coaching job in general. Saleh.
Okay, I hope you're.
New
I
York
hope,
Giants.
I hope
Jeff
one
Halfway.
more year. I need Saleh to stay. From what I hear, is
He's
if
not
Saleh.
staying.
I know, but
He's
if-
not staying.
Just please,
Just
let me-
stop it.
This is
He's
all
not
I got.
staying.
That's all
Yeah,
I got.
but you're just setting yourself up for
If
failure.
he
He's not
gets
staying.
one more year, and then he becomes a head coach, we get 2 more picks.
Yeah.
He's eligible for the 49ers would be eligible for the minority hire again. He has to be 2 years. So he's just going to come back, and then we get two more
That'd
third
be
round
so-
picks. We need Mike McDaniel back.
Jesse Minter, Chargers defensive coordinator, is the leading person for Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh my gosh. it's-
Matt Nagy, Chiefs offensive coordinator, is
We-
the leading role for Tennessee Titans.
We have
I hope not. What are we doing?
We
No.
have a wild
I like Matt Nagy.
carousel
I know.
of coaching.
So do I. I want him to stay.
We will see. Well, thank you guys for joining us. Please hit the subscribe button. We'll find out what happens next week. I might be coming back very sad or very glad. We'll see you next time.
Peace.